Hello everybody and welcome to Learn Dota 2 League Season 16, Week 5. We got Cranberry Sprite team, we got Cryptic team, we got Gotham.
Oh man, I'm so hyped! And this is the game 2 I've been waiting for. Can't wait to see what Imagine Dragons come out with in their draft.
You were waiting for the game 2 of this series?
Yeah, you know, every game is a scrim. You know, every team makes the playoffs, so...
Yeah, that's true. Every single...
Maybe they were just...
The way I see it, on the bracket, it's either going to be the Reedy team wins, or like one of the second string jabroni teams just suddenly gets its act together and just comes out. And I really do think, I know people are going to call me crazy for it due to their performance, but I really do think the Imagine Dragons, the Cryptic lineup, actually is one of the teams that I think has the most potential. You know, if they get in the shape for it, when they hit the bracket, to just randomly just start popping off and just going hard.
No, I'm gonna let you finish in a minute, Anoni. I'm just noticing that they banned Nyx and Coddle again. They did. They must not think that any of the heroes in the last beating that they took were a problem.
I mean, it really wasn't like the heroes themselves. It was really more the draft that they put out to deal with those heroes. They did correctly infer that all those heroes are counterable. They just didn't do that. Could do it this time.
So you were, okay.
This time they're going to start out with a Snapfire, which is an interesting choice. Especially interesting choice to just put down first here.
That's P4, I'm going to guess.
Yeah, they could be flexing it.
10 seconds remaining.
That's the strength of the universal hero.
Yep.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Going to be bringing out the Witch Doctor again.
You know, if it ain't broke.
Going to be, yeah, bringing out the exact same picks as the first phase. I mean, surely you gotta respond to it this time, right? Like, Ember Spirit, Viper, Juggernaut, Lifestealer, Silencer.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Guys,
No,
immediately build Pipe.
You can't take Silencer. You need to take a hero that can keep the wave off your mid tower and then defend it against the Meteor Hammer.
But you can take things that are... You can take Silencer and take a different hero that can do that. Really, arguably, Snapfire can do that. You can just shock it away.
Snapfire can do that.
Yeah.
Yep. But I am already noticing Imagine Dragons don't have a point-and-click stun still.
5 seconds remaining.
Hey, they will when Dazzle gets Shard. That's more than last game, if nothing else.
I'm hoping that that's a mid-snap and that teams aren't still picking, you know, 2 supports in the first phase. The power of the bans, you get 3 bans. I feel like it's decent to take a core, take your mid like the Fok Armors have.
The downside is I don't think 3 bans are nearly enough for a Sand King.
10 seconds.
I think there's a lot of guys in this game that can just make Sand King just not have a game at all.
5 seconds remaining.
Be interesting to see if we see some of them this time. Gonna get rid of the Bloodseeker. Gonna get rid of the Huskar. Gonna get rid of the OD. Gonna get rid of the Storm Spirit. Again, a lot of very similar bans coming out here.
Has Carp not been playing Lone Druid?
He has been. Not as much, but he has been.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Crap, I just realized I forgot to shout out Princess's brother for getting married in their game. Okay, well, shout out to Princess's brother for getting married. To somebody soon or something. Sniper
If it's
ban?
not too late, he should call it off. It's a trap.
Yeah.
I've been married twice.
What happened the first time?
She left me for a guy she met in EverQuest.
You're joking, right?
Nope.
See, the funny thing to say would be like, yeah, I'm just kidding, it was Warcraft, actually.
10 seconds remaining.
No, it was EverQuest 1, my friend.
Not even EverQuest 2!
Not even EverQuest 2, which is still, like, they're still playing that. It's crazy. Actually, they're still playing EverQuest.
Yeah. Which is interesting. I feel like EverQuest is one of those games where it is like just directly obsolete. Like if you want to play EverQuest, just play a newer MMO. It's the same experience but better. You don't have to type a command in chat to talk to NPCs. It's great.
It was such a good game. All right. Oh, okay. So here's the Hoodwink. Now, Cryptic had banned the Hoodwink in the last game.
Yep. It's coming out this time though.
Who plays it?
Holiday, I believe.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
This is interesting. It is slightly unfortunate that a lot of the better heroes that you are able to take in this situation, you do get kind of countered by the Hoodwink. That doesn't mean there aren't still quite a few.
I want to see a Spirit Breaker here. I think it's good for the Dagons to take either mid or P3. You just kill the supports before they can do anything.
Last game, the supports, I mean, the Skywrath wasn't a problem, but couldn't do anything at all, it felt like, about the Sand King. We're going to be bringing out the Primal Beast this time.
Not a fan of this pick. There's already 3 stuns on the other team. 3 stuns and a slow.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not really going to be an easy advent of entry. Now, the good news is that Primal Beast in this specific scenario is an awesome counter-initiator. If he's not in the immediate harsh line of fire, Primal Beast running in on these guys is going to be able to just completely annihilate them. But you need an initiator. You need somebody to be there who's not him to take that blow, and that's not the most ideal situation. Does that a lot when he gets there, but
it's not the best hero, but I think you're right that they need a silencer here so that when the fight starts, you just hit global, and you don't have to worry about Witch Doctor. You're not worried about the Sand King or the Hoodwink for the next 7 seconds.
Yep. Yeah, that's certainly also a way to go about it.
Radiant team pick.
Okay. This is what you were saying, that they need an Ember against the Sand King.
Gonna bring out the Juggernaut here. We have seen historically poor performances in the Juggernaut versus Primal Beast lane matchup for Juggernaut. It seems like logically that should go in Juggernaut's favor, but it does not seem to actually happen much in the LD2L, so it'll be interesting.
You just have to bait out the spin and then trample.
Yeah, there we go.
Dire team ban.
Simply bait out the spin and hope the guy doesn't just try to beat you up. Hope the support doesn't have anything for you. Drow Ranger knocked out. Monkey King is getting knocked out by the team that picked it last time. They are respect banning their own picks. That's how much they liked the last game.
I'm just gonna guess that they pick up Beastmaster here.
On Cranberry team?
Yep.
Wouldn't be the most outlandish thought in the world.
But they have. How did they end up with last pick 2 games in a row? I guess.
10
Interesting.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not that surprising. I think, especially in an LD2O context, first pick is the pick you want right now.
Team pick.
There's so many super high tier heroes that having the actual first pick puts you in a really stressful situation. There are so many heroes that are very difficult to counter if you have small pools, like a lot of LD2L people do, that you can just pick up and run. I do think the patch might have equalized that out a little bit. I'm not 100% sure the patch was out when this game happened, so... I think it was, maybe.
Radiant team pick.
Anti-mage. Okay, I guess. Not the worst thing in the world. Problem is you're playing it into a really big fat break, so you better make sure that never happens to you.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Assuming the counterspell does not get broken, this is so far a pretty awesome anti-mage game. Doesn't care that much about the Juggernaut. He is certainly going to have tools for him, and if worst comes to worst, he has Dazzle anyway. All four of these other guys are just all about the magic damage, and that's all great. My only issue is that we still have an offlane that can't do anything about this team. We still have a Primal Beast who is, like, you know, I mentioned earlier, he is just a counter-initiator in this game. He's going to get clobbered if he goes in first. Except, whoops, reality didn't work out like that, so now he's going to have to go in first. Which is not great.
Well, I would have to imagine that the plan is... Oh, look, it's a Beastmaster.
Big surprise. It would have been funny. I wish the Cranberry lineup just picked the exact same lineup they had in Game 1. That would have been funny.
I mean, they more or less did. Just swap out the Hoodwink for the Skyrath.
Only one. I'm just waiting. Like, the two things I'm waiting for in LD2O games are, like, the team that picks literally the same lineup 2 times in a row with no changes, and the team that picks exactly what the enemy team picked in the last game against them in the next game. The ultimate flex.
I mean, AM does not have a good time against Beastmaster. At all.
Nope. Yeah, it used to be a really good anti-mage game until that came along. He doesn't do anything to that guy at all, and he doesn't... Again, he doesn't lane into it that well. That didn't stop him the last game.
I guess I'm wondering if Cranberry Sprite still goes Ags, or if he goes Helm of the Overlord. And then just they can just run over towers before AM even comes online. This could be done in, I don't know, what's the record, 18 minutes?
Yeah. You know what team lost in that time?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I hate to say it, but this draft is just kind of... It gives me the heebie-jeebies looking at everything before it all starts. Having the Primal Beast in particular, like, this is an anchor. Right here, this is an anchor around your neck in this game. This guy don't do nothing here. Would have been better served with the Dawnbreaker again, for example. That would have been awesome.
This reward
you know, I have high hopes. I have high hopes for the Primal Beast because it's a hero that, like, almost always buys. It always buys BKB. Hold on.
Yeah. Dazzle getting a little bullied here at the rune spot.
Oh.
Gog wants to go in, but not bad enough that he's taken multiple tower shots for it. Unfortunately for him, he is still going to have to go back to lane with no spin and half his health, which could actually mean something here. There are some better pieces of this puzzle. Like, Ember Spirit is a much better pick here than the Timbersaw was in the last game. Because, you know, he actually does something about magic damage, for example. You're still just going to have to kind of watch Otto von Bismarck lane for a minute, but... You know,
I'm looking forward to his 6 and 8 minute rotations. I think he could really have an impact on these sidelines.
You're really cursing the game saying something like that.
I mean,
if you say I'm looking forward to those 6 and 8 minute rotations, what's going to happen is that 6 and 8 minutes he's going to be sitting there hitting range scrapes. By the way, first blood coming out here. Second blood also coming out here.
This map, he likes to fight.
He does.
Put him on Pudge.
It's 2 consecutive games where the earliest fights are happening in the Cryptic team safe lane. And he's drunk right now. He is sloshed while playing this game too, so just consider that.
I was talking to DVD about this the other day. Right now, the Primal Beast still level 1, Jug's level 2, or Jug's level 2. It's Maledict and Spin. Okay, now Primal can run away at least. He didn't take his Q.
No, he did not. And Dazzle randomly just died. Let's see how that happens.
Oh, he's
I
drunk.
Guess. That's true, he is drunk.
There, yep. Don't drink and drive, kids.
Yeah, don't drink and dash, kids.
Is it a feed?
You ever wonder why Gotham has to bike everywhere? Don't drink and drive, kids. I'd just like to say on record that I'm not publicly accusing you of having a DUI on your record.
I understand.
I mean, they got the snap flare in this lane, so I guess he doesn't need his Q after all. Okay,
Alright.
how'd that happen? What?
5 stacks uproar, plus trample. We should have a dead jug here in very shortly.
Ooh, sniped out by the axes. Okay, that's what happened. This is the wrong lane. Alright, let's see. 5 stacks uproar. 5 stacks. Uproar, that kill becomes doubled. He let it slide.
That's a missed opportunity there, too bad.
And no spin either. Very interesting. Must not have been watching the number. Shanking, just making stacks for himself down here. Would be funny if Carp read that and just went and took that. Has allowed Carp to temporarily get a reprieve. Has given him the advantage on last hits and denies. I like denying when the other guy's not even in lane really does all that much. But you know how it goes. You can definitely tell Holiday 1999 is one of these pause 4 players with a narrower pool, but a very good handle. Perhaps the best handle on what he has of the guys who you could kind of describe that way. And you can really feel there's a very tangible difference between this game and the last game. You know, they banned out the Hoodwink last game. This game it got through, and you know, suddenly it turned from, you know, Meth just gets to fight all the time and ends lane with 1,000,000 kills to you're kind of sitting at like no HP under towers all the time sweating. Of course, he is somehow getting more last hits this game than last game.
It shall not be.
Despite all that. But again, you know, you just kind of see what I was talking about a little bit here. Cranberry Sprite, does he believe he's been, no, okay, he does not. And Meth is gonna die again. And Cranberry Sprite is also probably gonna die again.
No, that's Cranberry Spit.
Sorry, yeah. Gotta confuse me like this. Yeah, this lane is going not so great so far for Anti-Mage. Not what he wants to happen.
He's got double the CS of the Beastmaster.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very nice. He also has half the CS of the mid. And Beastmaster also probably de facto has more last hits than him in the fact that he has the 3 kills. I would betcha. Yep. Oh no, if you look at the net worth chart, they're about actually exactly the same, more or less. Swing and a miss on Holiday 1999's net. Split up a little bit there, and that's that. Okay, speaking of that's that for Forest Culture 3. Drake's actually going to turn around there. Go back because he's worrying about his little buddy, but that might have been a slight mistake. He almost dies to the trample.
No. That's unfortunate.
He's gonna live it.
Is under attack.
I mean, Jug's not having a good time. Rada's got 50% more last hits here. 600% more denies.
It's true. It's a very large number if you, it's a very large sounding number. You just gotta ignore what the percentage means in this case.
I am worried for the Primal though. He's got still just kicking 2 gauntlets in his inventory. Like maybe he's gonna be building that awful orange item.
Oh, Ember Spirit just killed a courier.
Okay, 6 minutes. First rotation by Ember, possibly.
Why? Oh, he better not build a dude. If he builds a Soul Ring, I'm flaming him to pieces in this game. It's already bad enough as it stands.
Yep, Cryptic's still drunk.
It just gets caught behind the tower there, just picked off. Beastmaster now has his funny little red ring. And he also has his mana boots, which is always a nice thing to have against an AM. Who is just gonna not die here, more than likely. Very ambitious throw there. It's not going to die more than likely, but it's gonna have to route for at least a minute. It's his cornucopia at the very least. It's a nice thing to have in this lane. Goodbye, Rada.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The healing ward is up. A lot of sustain in this lane. Another thing that Beastmaster doesn't really like. Okay, Ember Spirit is just standing right here with this regen ring going, and Otto just does not care. Really wanted to get rid of the, really wanted to deny that tower. Did not get to do so, though. Very interesting, no chains at all on the Ember Spirit here. Never mind, cancel that. Chains on Ember confirmed. 2 Wisdom runes and nobody's even thinking about them confirmed.
Just an afterthought at this point. Maybe we'll see a couple of them around 20 minutes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Ember's making a play. Coming bottom.
Well, he's...
It's a good time. Jugs used all his spells. Oh, that wasn't.
The 8-minute rotation Gotham was talking about. We're all waiting for it. Actually, yeah, here it is. The 8-minute rotation. Dazzle's coming mid to D-ward. I told you you'd jinx it. If you had not said anything, he would have done it.
Dire's top tower is
Sand
under
King has
attack.
his meteor hammer at this point.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mid T1 is already dead. Top T1 for Dire. Soon to fall here as well. Let's watch it happen.
Okay,
Dire's
there's
top tower is under attack.
3 Imagine Dagons making their way towards this Sea Sprite. Pinging him out.
Yep. Somebody is saying the magic phrase. Oh my god, okay. Can you
Beauty.
imagine if he had actually
Beauty.
gotten away with that?
Deliver thee unto death.
Good button pushing. Good synchronite. Oops.
Sorcery.
Oh. Can we see that?
I deliver
Oh, from
thee
downtown?
unto death.
Oh, he doesn't even have from downtown. You just gotta kill the acorn. Nice.
Sorcery.
The other one might have had better luck.
And then he got tipped.
What's the tale, eh? That's genuine fur.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, Jug got 0... Okay, he did... Okay, he got the worst possible bounce to the Satyr. I was gonna say he got
Wait,
0 bounces to the Satyr.
Does Primal have trample here?
He does. And he's even gonna use it.
Hit E, it's slow. Okay.
This man will do anything to not hit E. Oh, he hit E.
He hit E.
Now he just needs to hit whatever his wand key twice. Oh no, he doesn't because he has Dazzle there. But he still probably wants to hit that one. Okay, never mind. Well, it's not
Well played.
necessary.
Good job, Rada.
There we go. Man does not need his uproar after all, which is why he's not even leveling it. Also, meanwhile, Anti-Mage lost a 1v1 to Auto 1 Bismarck at mid. Oh no, sorry, he died in a 1v2. Then, Carp got tipped.
Even a master falters.
This much is certain.
I mean, scoreboard and the CS chart, I think we are seeing a more competitive game than the last one up to this point.
That's true, yeah. In particular, the offlane has held on a lot more this game. Look at the actual net worth chart, though it does kind of tell the same story as the last game, with Otto and Bismarck being 2k ahead of his competitors. But at the very least, you know, the same is not also true for Sea Sprite. You know, everybody on the Dire is all pretty competitive with each other. They all have the basically same amount of money, which isn't bad.
Dire's middle tower is under
Juggernaut is like gone. Juggernaut is no longer with us. The one downside is that Snapfire is a support, but Snapfire is definitely one of these supports where having more money does not hurt you by any stretch of the imagination. She can buy some neat and interesting things, and she is, to say the least,
I think we're gonna see the snap ulti right now.
she is not going to be able to get a place in New York. Oh, I like that. Just blue balled the Sand King ult for 2 seconds before they all got together in the span of a stun, and a Sculpture still died anyway. Why didn't she just raw drop the ult though? You know, I think you were right to call that. That's what I would have done. Oh, Carp got bonked by the Meteor Hammer. Carp got bonked by the Meteor Hammer. He didn't even want to put up his Flame Guard to soak up the damage that came out. Rada... If he doesn't die, it's gonna be close. Okay, no, he's dead. Just gets, Maledict Omni'd.
Alright, we're looking at... We could be seeing snap ulti now. Big team fight. Everybody gonna use team fight spells.
Alright, I'm waiting. Big team fight. Team fight spells. Multiple buttons. Anti-mage. We
There
drop
it is.
the artillery. It doesn't hit anybody at all.
That's alright, it distracted Beastmaster enough to get him killed.
It makes everyone panic. It's Beastmaster killed. Unfortunately, while this happened, Carp randomly got killed a bot. And they're giving up on the chase on the Sand King here. So overall, it was... Yeah, I guess it was kind of worth it, because the only person who got the money on the kill on Carp was a Hoodwink. By the way, look at this big old stack here.
This is something I don't think we see enough of in LD12, or big stacked camps like this. How far is Cranberry from his eggs? 1k.
Yep. About 1,000 gold on the dot. Now, there.
Dire are scanning.
Dire, scan out almost where Jug is.
Radiant's bottom
How does he
tower
not get
is
picked
under
up there?
attack.
That's weird. He was running on the exact boundary of that scan. Oda going for the Eel Scepter next. Dazzle building phase
Radiant's
moves.
bottom tower is under attack.
Timber Spirit's starting to feel a little behind for where he should be. Oh crap.
Yeah, I think despite having died 5 times, like Meth has decent farm.
That's true.
Radiant's bottom
On the
tower
other hand,
is under attack.
at this point, it's starting to look like Meth is just going to be a
Radiant
bank for the other
structures
team,
are
basically.
fortified.
He's going to get a bunch of net worth, going to get a bunch of money, and then just deposit it directly in one of the other core's checking accounts. Seems like how it's kind of been going so far.
It feels like the Radiant Death Ball is about to begin now.
Gonna take out the Snapfire here. Very good coconut. I think that coconut was better than they realized. I don't know if they actually realized it bounced to the Ember. Good news, Dazzle is broken. Now he'll be able to use his passives. The Meteor Hammer gets Serrata. Drums coming out on the Beastmaster here.
Oh, one more and I think...
Oh man. Okay, he is gonna
Nice.
go down.
The lesson was run.
No, Carp's just gonna get chased around by Sand King all day. This is not what you want to have happen to you.
I think that the Sand King needs to be... No. I'm gonna say he needs to be careful, but he doesn't care. He's just gonna take the tower.
Yep, he's
Tonight?
gonna watch it die.
Dire's top tower
Watch everyone
is
TP on him. and then just randomly go kill Method Bot. So again, like I said, just direct transfer of funds into Otto von Bismarck's retirement fund here.
The net worth lead is increasing at about 1,000 gold per minute currently. It no longer feels like a competitive game after the last engagement. There's still fighting going on top here.
Yep. Oh, something kind of like fighting. Spaz was actually going to be totally fine there if he didn't move. He actually had no detection for this, very sad. With Dazzle, the Shallow Grave is going to stop. Oh man, very ballsy play there on the part of the
Snapfire giving up his life, but
oh no, man, you better at least get Holiday.
3 for 1?
Oh my god, you better at least get Holiday. Okay, there we go.
There you go. 3 for 1 there.
Yep, 1,520 gold falls right into Radiant's pockets. Brave's play on Snapfire's part, I think, enabled that in a large degree.
Okay, AM just needs to disappear off the map for, 5-6 minutes, get Manta.
Otto has no mana at all. Sadly, Anti-Mage does not have any ability to capitalize on it, but this is good.
That's a dead Sand King for sure.
Yeah, that's Gamer Spirit doing a lot of money all of a sudden, and then he dies to the jug. Oh crap.
Oh, rough.
One step forward, one step back. Meth almost dies to the Maledict too, that would have been just horrible. Imagine you finally get the big ticket kill and then you die like that. So again, they get the big kill on Sand King, and just getting that kill was worth a lot of money, especially in these two guys who just wanted that bad. Downside is that the Jug also got 500 gold and passed Anti-Mage as a result of that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I like how Cranberry really just does not care about the rest of this hero. He just likes to throw axes, he likes to yell at people, and he likes to play the drums. That was... Oh, crap! I mean, he's still gonna die, though! What the hell?
What was that?
I don't know! Just the drums, I guess. Yeah.
It's like, why is he even there? He needs to just disappear off the map. Get a Manta, split lanes. Oh, I mean, Cranberry just can't be killed now. They don't have anybody that can kill him.
Dodge of the Meteor Hammer there, if nothing else. I mean, it's not very often you're in a situation where you have to dodge a Meteor Hammer explicitly, but you know. Still just can't kill this guy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
By the way, Dire, there's a Juggernaut down by his T1 still.
Is under attack.
Oh no, I get them mixed up. The Jug's just been chilling the whole game.
Yeah, he's just been completely free farming. He's occasionally showing up to Omni slash somebody to bits, but that's it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Like this,
attack.
for example. And even Omni there. While they are actually going to get that big kill on Carp they've been looking for, the big clean kill, which has no recourse.
All right, we saw it in the first game. I think we can see it again, like a solid high ground defense. Put some money in their pockets.
It is potentially possible, though I do think it is less likely than last time, just on the grounds that I think their defense potential, outside of the Snap ult in particular, is pretty much worth. The Ember Spirit is not a replacement for the Chakram. The Anti-Mage is not gonna have the Monkey King ult.
Searing heat.
It is a possibility, I suppose. You cannot ignore the potential possibility of somebody throwing on an uphill. It would not be LD2L. That didn't happen, at least once in a while, but... Oh my god. Jug looks so dead here. And then he just won the fight with timely running from this hoodwink. Anti-Mage gets shot in the head.
Good button pushing by Holiday 1999.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't just good button pushing, that was also good positioning on that. As well as the intestinal fortitude of being there when you're in a scary enemy territory where you have no vision, and they have guys like Ember and Snap. Ember Spirit finally gets the Wisdom Rune. Otto is just making fun of these guys at this point. They really have no ability to catch him at all without the Primal Beast. And he can just blink away the second Primal shows up and be fine.
Does Primal have BKB?
Let's find out. The answer is in 400 gold. Ember has BKB. At least he actually has his 9 for this, which is going to help. The Snap ult is as bad as it can be, unfortunately. It comes out very early and it's positioned so close to the enemy they can just stop it, which is sad. Meth is splitting off while this is happening. Nothing else, they did at least make the Cranberry Sprite team turn around from the base.
I think they're going to wait for Roar to be back up. What is that, 90 seconds?
56 now. Right now it's 80. At max. We're gonna try and pincer out Anti-Mage here. Just got broken, that would have been funny. Furious pain going out.
Oh, AM can't TP. He's on cooldown still.
No, he can. That was somebody else you were looking at there. And he went through the Twin Gate anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Here comes the Meteor Hammer. Your place is here. Unfortunately, if that does not actually stop the Meteor Hammer, that would have, but Sculpture was not here yet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
Did I
tower
finish
has
their
fallen.
lineup? I think I forgot to finish their lineup after I was watching a fight at top. Okay. Pause 3, standing in for Maddie Azrata. Pause 4 is Sculpture 3, pause 5 Cryptic. No, I did say that. He's captain of the team, yeah. It's easy to forget.
Radiant's bottom tower
You know, it's been
is
a
under
long
attack.
time, I've forgotten.
Did you? Oh. I forgot.
Oh no, Rada got bonked by the Meteor Hammer again.
Bad intel.
It does not feel good to be, to walk out of a Dota 2 game with a bunch of cartoonish knots on your head. Anti-Mage still just gone.
That's fine. I mean, that AM's doing what he needs to do here.
Yep.
You can give up a tower. That's all right.
My TP scroll. You don't have one, bro. Oh, did Anti-Mage just... No, he did.
Yeah, he
What?
sniped the. Did he snipe the courier?
I can't tell. I guess he did. Yeah, I guess he did. No TP scroll for Copycat, he's not going anywhere. This man is gonna end this game with 2 gauntlets of strength in his inventory.
That's all right. He has all the items he needs, though. It's Primal Beast.
That's true. Yeah, he has these gauntlets, so he doesn't have to dirty his hands. Oh, Sculpture 3.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower
T3 mid is
has
just
fallen.
fallen without really any contest.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's okay.
This is
AM
depressing.
AM split the
Is
lane.
under attack.
He's cut the creeps.
Oh, Otto accidentally blinked 1 millimeter. Oh no, his culture's like gonna die. The meteor hammer ticks. Oh no, he's not. He's gonna be okay.
Do they have a second meteor hammer?
Well, Anti-Mage did split the lane here. At this point, it's hard to say that really matters. He's now just standing AFK in the trees, watching his team die. Meth will now get low priority.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top tower.
Carp will now get tipped.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
You know, this Auto guy seems like he's a good player when he's not playing mid-CM.
This Auto guy seems like a good player when he's not hanging around bad influences like this Gotham guy.
Dire's top barracks. Radiant
Did
I
must not have seen it. I must not have seen Crypt1c GG, but oh, you have him muted, I bet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have him muted because he's just such an asshole. I mean,
Listen, AM did great. I just felt like if they could have held on for another couple minutes, maybe not. I don't know if you could like not take fights, but just figure out a way to deal with the meteor hammer abuse and keep your towers up. Then you know the Anti-Mage can get into the game.
yeah, I think there's this game was closer than the last one to glory. I think there's two things. You changed two things about this, and this is a very good looking game for the Cryptic team. Ban the Beastmaster. I mean, they picked 4 of 5 heroes to be the same as their last game, right? You could assume that probably. Ban out the Beastmaster. Don't let them run that again for no reason. And pick something besides the Primal Beast. It was already kind of, as you pointed out, it was already not the best when it came up, and in the course of the game, it really did not feel like it accomplished very much. It was just kind of there. It felt like you put any kind of tanky guy on that, you put any kind of circly guy on that, and you're in a better spot. Like, put like a, put a Pit Lord there, and this is like a comically bad Pit Lord game, don't get me wrong, but at least being able to drop the Pit of Malice on these fights can potentially change a lot with the Sand King Hoodwink.
Sure, he can rain fire down on a Sand King circle.
Yep. Put something. I know people get uneasy when I say the phrase "pause 3 Abaddon," but run that here. Look how awesome this is as an Abaddon game. Aphotic Shield, the guy who's getting yelled at. You don't care about the Sand King literally at all. Like, sure, the Hoodwink break can be annoying to you sometimes, but like, that's a very odd scenario to be in, and you could just soak up the. I mean, it's an awesome Abaddon game. You can turn that around. Your Curse of Avernus is really scary. A lot of your cool items here are good. Something that's not the Primal Beast here does you, I think, a lot better. And it's a shame to say, I feel like 2 of these games, like, I don't think this game's draft was as decisive as the last game, but I do still think it is the #1 reason for the loss, probably. Last game, I mean, it was just all draft all the time. It's very sad. With that all being said, anything else to add, actually?
Well, I'm just wondering if I wanted to learn some captain's mode or like maybe just to get better at Dota. Do you have any tips or suggestions?
Well, if you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up today. I think this is legitimately the first series this whole season that hasn't had at least one stand-in in it. If it's not the first, it's the second or the third. And you still have what is technically a stand-in in the form of Rada as well, since Matty Boy had to depart for greener pastures. There's always queues popping, there's always things happening, and if nothing else, you get to shitpost in the Discord server and make Howler mad when you post bot commands outside of the channel. And we'll be seeing you next time with whatever we're doing on the Wednesday-Thursday cycle.
All right, bye.